We are all born into this world in a state of forgetfulness, yet we are all created innocent and free before we were even born into a body. Being born into a body in forgetfulness, the world teaches us everything we learn from a state of not knowing, and so there is an absolute certainty of error. It is because of this forgetfulness of who we are deceived into believing things about ourselves which simply are not true. The mind in a state of forgetfulness is in a state of lack and loss, because knowledge is power, and without power we are weak and afraid. Fear is then the product of the lack of knowledge of reality and the reality of ourselves. The mind is always trying to understand and make sense of everything the world presents to us, because the mind in its natural state contains all knowledge, being ultimately the mind of the Creator. When the mind believes in its separation from the mind of the Creator, it is in a state of confusion, and because of this lack of knowledge, it is in a state of fear. Fear and ignorance are one, just as fear and loss are one. All errors in judgment that we make about ourselves, the world and others comes from the lack of knowledge. Without knowledge of our own reality, we try to answer everything outside ourselves by looking outside and judging what we think we see, only because we have lost the knowledge of who we are within ourselves. All the problems we face in our lives, every pain and every form of suffering and every fear of loss, has its foundation within an illusion that teaches us we are weak, guilty, and not worthy of the love of our Creator, a Creator that sustains the whole of reality, the whole universe, and all that lives, a Creator who has its life within all life, the love that would support us in every way and keep us safe forever. The return to knowledge is the way out of a world that we have made for ourselves, which has simply become a hell realm. Undoing this ignorance within us returns us to the peace, and where there is peace, there is freedom. Freedom, abundance, safety, joy and peace are all but the states of love. Searching outside ourselves for freedom, abundance, safety, joy and peace only lead us to more confusion, because they can only be found within ourselves, where knowledge has its only home.